The Surprise Me is an entirely different thing. And I did actually bring some subs to show you so that we can look and talk about some of the Surprise Me orders that I've gotten and how that's gone. So give me a minute. I'm going to share my camera. Okay, I'm back. This was a sub I had ordered. This was off of their boxed items. This was not a Surprise Me package. I could not find anything wrong with it. I think the bottom is now... you can see it's scratched because I've had it on shelf. I pulled it off occasionally to do some testing with. I've run this for a Port Wars sub multiple times. The E8 and the U8 have been the best Port War subs. Well, there's been one other Port War sub that's been really, really good that I've really liked. So that is your E8 version. I think this is version 6. And I'm going to kind of maybe go from the bottom up. Alright. Here's another sub that I got. And I do not remember the name of these subs. I did actually get 2 of these. These weren't Surprise Me packages. The Surprise Me package was like $75. I think these are right around... These are actually pretty expensive last time I looked up. I don't remember what they are right offhand. I probably should have looked that up before doing the video. They were like $150, $200, something like that. This one has some foam on the bottom, like maybe someone had bought it and put the foam on and sent it in. Gosh, I don't know. It looks like it's got 2 sets of foam. Look, there's one there. That's the original, I think, and then they put extra foam on it. And they probably sent it back. It tests out completely fine. It's not even broken in yet. It's the proper stiffness it should be. Everything on it's, I mean, pretty great, other than the fact that someone had taken it and added some extra foam and they played it for a little bit, and for some reason it made its way back to Sundown. Maybe they thought it was blown, they sent it back, and Sundown tested it's fine, and just for shipping purposes, maybe they just sent them a new one to keep them happy. Who knows? I like these recessed cones on these, because like I said, I've also used this for Port Wars, and the recessed cone lets me kind of do some really cool stuff with it. Anyways, that's one. And like I said, I did get 2 of these for $75 each. They were Surprise Me packages. Talk about this one next. This is an E. I think these are version 4. E version 4. These are like $200 new. This is the 15. I got this in a Surprise Me package. This was $75. When it came, what's really interesting, when it came, this dust cap actually was like poked in. It was pushed in. And I was like, well, I'll fix that someday. I'll figure out how to actually like put something on it and pull it out. And I literally just pulled this sub out to do the recording today, and it was already popped out, so I didn't even have to do that. The only other thing that's an issue with this one is, I don't know if you can see right there, that little bit of rubbing right there and right there. This otherwise, I bet, was almost a new sub, and you can see these gaskets on here. It looks like the gasket is used, and for a while I thought these were all used subs, but when I peel them back and look, these holes do not appear to have ever had screws in them. I think this was a sub that had kind of gotten scuffed up, scratched, knocked in at the factory, or at Sundown, I mean, and they take these gaskets off because they use these when someone sends in a one of these subs to get rebuilt. They'll pull them off of these surprise subs, and they'll put the old used gasket on. So you basically have a brand new sub here, and it was just knocked in here, and it was scuffed here. And instead of like $200, I got it for $75. It surprised me. So that was kind of cool. I was happy about that. This will make some great testing. And obviously, if I want to do some comparison videos where I show you the magnet on this versus some of the other Sundown stuff. I'll have that available, so that'll be great. And let's move on to the last one. Oh, this one. Okay. Oh, geez. This one is the XV2. I got this one in a Surprise Me package as well. This one was a $199 Surprise Me package. So, killer, insane deal on this one. These were, geez, $400 or $500 at the time. Now, it was after they came out with the version 3, and they did the same thing with this. It looks like they're used, but it literally, when I pull this back and when I check every screw hole, it doesn't appear that any screws have been screwed into this at all. I don't see any signs of wear. I think this was a B-stock sub, and they pulled the gasket off and used the gasket for another sub getting rebuilt, another UV2 getting rebuilt, and then they put the old one on this. So basically, I think this is just a B-stock brand new sub, which, like I said, was a great buy. Guys, this one I want to do some fun stuff with. I want to get you involved when we start to design a box for this. I basically want to make something as windy as possible, and we'll talk about this in the future because I want to have kind of want to poll everybody and see what everyone thinks, see what kind of box styles we should maybe look at. And I'll put this. I mean, I've got a van I can put this in, so we can go up to like 25, 30 cubic feet if we need to. If we need to do something completely and utterly stupidly awesome. But we'll talk about that more in the future. Something fun with that. Anyways, this one, I really couldn't see anything wrong with it. Like I said, it's possible this wasn't even a B-stock sub. It's possible this was just a regular stock sub, and because they maybe found it in the warehouse, or they had a few of these they had to get rid of, and they already have the XV3s out for a while. They couldn't really send this anywhere, and it didn't really make sense for them to send this anywhere for someone else to sell. So they literally there's a little scuffing there. Right there. So it's possible it's been mounted or something. I may have actually stuck it in a box, testing it, or just kind of seeing how it fits and looking it over too. Now, does that mean that everything I've gotten from the yard sale's been great? No, not necessarily. And like I said, the amps I'm real cautious about. I have bought speakers and tweeters off the yard sale. I've been happy with almost everything. Like 95% of everything I've gotten, I've been happy with. I will say there were a couple expensive yard sale buys that I did purchase. That at the time they came in and they had like glue drops and stuff. They weren't a big deal, but at the time the product off of the store was on sale, and so it was only like 15%, maybe 20% more to buy it brand new. And if I wanted to, I could have bought it from a site like Directronics or Apex and had it completely built, and it would cost less than the Surprise Me package. So I wasn't quite pleased with that. That happened a couple times when I ordered kind of higher, more expensive Surprise Me stuff. And no, when you order the Surprise Me stuff, it's like the regular stuff off their site. If you see something specific and you order it, it's like B stock. The Surprise Me stuff tends to have this kind of issue with the gasket, or with the cone getting kind of dented in, and the surround maybe being scraped. Sometimes they'll send you a blown, like I might send you a blown one of these for like $150, and you're spending $200 to get it reconed. Still, a blown one of these for $150 is not a terrible thing. Like I said, so the Surprise Me stuff really is a bigger gamble, and you might get something blown that you have to recone, and you don't know what you're gonna get. And these, let me talk about these for a second. So I had bought one of these in a Surprise Me package a long time ago, and it was $60 when I bought it. It surprised me that it came in. This is what it was, and at the same time, they actually had these on the site for $60. So I could have just ordered it and known what I was getting the whole time, and not have to deal with the gamble of getting a surprise me package for the same exact price of, trying to win something awesome with a surprise me. So if you're a little concerned about what you're going to get, or if you don't want to accidentally get something and have to put more money into it, there's not a huge difference between the regular surprise me cost and just getting one off of their site. Now this is maybe, this one and this one are maybe a couple of the exceptions, which is kind of why I have them on here. Because this one would have been like, I don't know, they're 60% regular cost. I don't remember what these were back in the day when they were selling the V2s. They're like $450 maybe, so you'd have been around $300 regular, and I got surprise me, which basically came with a bad gasket for $199. This one too, also, these were I think around $200. So if you bought one off the yard sale side, it'd been about $120. I got it for $75, and it came with a bad gasket, and it came in with a dented dust cap, which apparently popped itself out, which is awesome because I just checked this not too long ago. It was months. It was dented in, and for some reason, just recently, it popped out within the last like 2 to 3 weeks. I moved this from a storage location to my filming location just so I could do this video for you guys. And sometime between that time, within like 2-3 weeks, it popped back out. And then of course this here. Overall, yard sale, the Sundown Audio Yard Sale site is completely amazing. Like I said, surprise me packages are the ones you might want to consider thinking about before you order. I've had decent luck with them. I've had some really good ones, and I've had some ones that are like, well, I probably would have just if I'd known what I was going to get, I would special order it and get it built to whatever I wanted, and been a little happier with it. But overall, guys, good stuff, and I'm thankful for it because I've been able to buy stuff and play with it and test it and kind of start to really understand subs and speakers and what all the difference between the parameters and stuff. Anyways, I think that's good enough for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you online another time. Thank you. Cheers.